like, what, 3 on a table?
Here you can go right ahead and eat. Lots of dessert still over there. I'd like to thank you all for coming out this afternoon, showing your support for your young men. You're doing a great thing this year. I'd like to thank, I've got a long list of people I want to thank. Made my job really easy this year. I'd like to thank my officers, Judy Clark, Joyce McDaniel, Sarah Cunningham. Thank you for all your hard work this year, supporting me, helping me through this year. And first of all, I'd thank Greg Boyle for our senior trip to the fire station. We had a great time that day, and a picture day there. And Jerry Brubeck, thank you for all your hard work on the program we had this year. Thanks for coming on. Jolie Brown for all her hard work on the Stephen Road. Thank you for all the time you put in. I know she was sick during that time too. She still was down here rolling cinnamon. Then we got the mommies, quote unquote. And you all know who you are. I know the coach knows who you are. Thank you for all the stuff that you did for the boys this year. Susie Ruthart, thank you for your Monday night commentaries. The cheerleaders, Anita, thank you for all your help. Okay. My wife and Cheryl Boyle for putting this banquet together today. Did a great job, a lot of long nights, I know. Mike and Melinda Morrison, which I don't think they're here today. But a special thank you goes to them for all the work they did this year for helping us. Mike does all the pictures, and it wouldn't be a Minco banquet, I don't think, without his pictures. And he also helped us paint the paw prints on the street this year. And since he's not here, I can blame him for having the cops call on it. Of course, I'd like to thank the coaches for all their hard work, and we'll recognize them a little later. And of course, our Friday night heroes, the Bulldogs. They gave us an exciting Friday night every night. Played with great pride and sportsmanship. I might be wrong on this, but I think that we went all year without one unsportsmanship problem. Outstanding. That's a big reflection on these coaches right up here in Davenport County. Thank all the rest of you parents who gave your time, baked cookies, baked brownies, had the boys in your home, cut out footballs, painted the paw prints, rolled cinnamon rolls. None of this can be done without all the help of all the parents and support from everybody. It makes everybody working together. They didn't, during quarterback club meetings, they didn't give me much time to talk, so I'm taking it now. I think the players had a great time this year on and off the field. You know, they were fed well. For example, Thursday night, the quarterback club would feed them. Friday morning, cheerleaders fed them breakfast. Then the mommies made them something to eat on the way to the game. And then we ate after the game. So they were fed very well. During the off season, there was some negativity surrounding our football program. Some young men did not come out to play for whatever reason that might be. But as the season progressed, I think these young men realized that there's more to the football team than just the 2 hours they play on Friday night. There's the camaraderie, friendships made, memories made, fun on and off the field. The big boys that take their memories with them the rest of their lives. So I encourage you parents to come out next year and get involved with the quarterback club, support these kids and support these coaches. Make it a positive year like you did this year. Thank you, your president. And over to Coach Walton.
try to keep our cheerleading practice down so we're not up here every single day. But they really do work hard, and I think they did a really good job this year, and I'm very, very proud of them. In July, we had a camp, and we had 3 girls that were selected as all-star cheerleaders, and that was Bailey Bush, Samantha Shin, and Casey Beasley. And they all had the opportunity to go on a trip, and Casey, being a senior, decided that she really wanted to go, and as girls declined, and we'll try next year, and maybe we'll get to go try next year. Casey, as most of you know, did get to go to Houston and march in the Thanksgiving Day Parade last week, and really enjoyed that, and most of you here supported her in one way or the other because she raised a lot of money to be able to go and do that. So we appreciate that very much. And our senior cheerleaders this year are Casey Beasley and April Owens and Becky Smith and our manager, Shannon Oliver. And I do have something special for her. So I'm going to present that to them at this time. Also, I wanted to share just a little something about Casey. The seniors had the opportunity to go to all region tryouts down in Marlow this year, and Casey went, and she was selected 1 out of 14, and there was 44 girls that tried out in the West region, and so she was selected, and that made her eligible to go to all state tryouts, which she did the first week in November, and she was selected there 1 out of 16, and there was 50 out of the West region. So we do have an all-state cheerleader, which our school has never had. April Owens. This is April's first year to be a cheerleader, but she's been an alternate before. Jessie moved here last year, so this is the first year she was eligible to be a cheerleader here. She did a great job, and still did a great job. Shannon has been the cheerleading manager since 8th grade, I believe, and has just came up every day with the girls, and I could not do it without Shannon because she knows everything. And so she was my right arm, and I appreciate it so much. In our other cheerleaders, I think I mentioned Kathy is our mascot, and this is her second year. And then we have Bailey Bush on the end, Felicia Wanicott, and Samantha Shin, and Lori Hendricks and Sugar Oaks. So these are good.
The most important thing in the squad besides our students is our coach. And he's been very good to us and stood by us. So this is from all the girls and everyone to us. Thank you. We appreciate you. And we're just thankful for all your time and effort. It takes a lot of time and effort. You guys don't even know. So we just want to thank you.
One other thing I want to say, just so you won't miss that, our band is kicking out on me. Summer is playing an acoustic concert at Westford, so we're going to leave at this time. But thank you for having us, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing with
I can't say enough for Ms. Walls and the cheerleaders. This year has been a unique year. We got to the point this year where we couldn't find a sponsor, and that would take cheerleading. Ms. Walden stepped forward and took the responsibility. And it is amazing some of the things that every week they had something prepared for us. They fed us breakfast, they fed us a Thursday evening. And it's, I know Mr. Sims already mentioned it, but there's no doubt we were the best fed football team in Oklahoma. Thank you, Ms. Walden, and the cheerleaders. Try to get through all this today without the mommies, and I say to mommies, you do not realize what that means unless you've been involved in this program this year. It carries a lot of weight, but I have a lot of things to go over, a lot of things to talk about. It was an enjoyable year. Mr. Shin made a remark about there were no penalties this year for unsportsmanlike conduct, and if I remember right, we only had one delay of game this year, and I think that was during the transition between the JV and varsity, which tells a lot about this group of young men. They were a great group of young men to coach, and they just didn't make many mistakes, and that's what made it so enjoyable. Great group of young men. From here, I'd like to take time to thank everyone. I think Mr. Shin covered a lot of them. The support and all, I want to make special thanks to our superintendent, Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, you hold your hand up there. It's been great for us this year, great support. Administration, I don't believe Donna's here. I haven't seen her, but everything starts with administration, and we've had great support throughout. And of course, to all the support. No one realizes what all goes into a Friday night. You've got your press box. We have a great group. Rick, I think, has been up there for ages, and people that helped him. Our stats man, Keith and Curtis. Our chain gang, people that's been around for a long time, but no one ever really, we take it for granted and don't realize what all it takes. At this time, the managers, we have 4 managers that's been with us since I've been here for the last 3 years. I believe there's 2 of them here, right? Would you come forward, Eric and Jared? Ryan? What you don't realize is this group, and they're a great group of young men, but we have a lot of fun with them. But whenever things are going bad, or you need to holler at someone, if the helmet's not fixed in time, or the headset's not working, or if the play just goes wrong, they kind of take the blunt end. And you can't ask for a better group, though. They were 4 that's been with us all along, and it's amazing. One of them should never split up from the other 3 because it's amazing how quick the stories will start coming out. But they would never take blame for anything. We had 6 gallons of Gatorade spilled on the bus this year, and of course Mr. Duvall knows very well what it's like because he's the one who took the chewing them when we got back to school that Monday. But not one of them to this day will know how it got that whole 6 gallons got poured out on the bus. But we have something here. I had a special gift for Ryan. We call him Cheeto. I don't know how he got that name or where Mr. Duvall came up with it, but that's what we call him. He likes to charm the ladies. And everywhere we went, he was the best there was to get stuffed dolls out of those machines. And I had a little stuffed doll from her tip thing today. But he can pull those out better than anyone. But let's see, make sure I had the right one. Gary? Thank you. What's going to be nice about those group of young men, next year they'll be sporting a Bulldog uniform for us, so it'll be nice. They're not leaving us, they're just going to leave that role. I have one other thing before I get going here. This has been a concern of Ms. Hoyle since for some time now that she wasn't going to get her container back. And I got to thinking about Christmas was coming up, and there's a possibility I might get it refilled if I get it back to her. Of course, I didn't realize she was going to have them on her, you don't realize how much fight we do over those turtles that she made. The one's already gone, you're right. We've had them hit all over the field house. I believe we have one board member here tonight. Is that correct? Mr. Wagner? Back there, appreciate your support. All right, we'll get on to the rest of it here. I'd like to take this time to thank the coaching staff. It's been a joy. It's nice to have staff that sit together. They spend lots of hours, lots of time, and of course their wives. I believe Dan is here. Dan, would you raise your hand there? Lisa. I believe Mary Ann is working today, is not able to be here, and of course Charlotte. They get caught up. If you would have went and wrote your name down there. And Martha, my wife. They have probably don't realize it, but they are in a lot of our conversations out in the field house and these exact practice and stuff, and they do take a lot of abuse, but we do have to have them. Talking about the parents, and this, you can tell by looking at around the room here how much has gone into this year. We talked and laughed about the mommies, they have done a great job. The meals were unreal. Of course, the tunnel was put together by the Booster Club. The decorations, and of course, we can't forget the Kodak moments, which have been in. And we'll have an opportunity to view some of those after this is over with. The Booster Club, I don't know, Ms. Clark probably raises somewhere around $5,000 to $6,000 a year that'd be closed. Some of the things that it's used for, this year we had an incentive trip for everyone that attended the summer program. We set out some stipulations this year after when the end of school, hopefully to make football a little more important to everyone. And it was amazing. I think we ended up with 23, 24 young men that made the trip with us. We went to the Cowboy camp and on down to Dallas, Six Flags, and then went to the Rangers game and journeyed home right before 2-day started. But we made the whole trip, never had a single problem. A lot of times it's concerns with sponsors. When you take trips like that, you're concerned about the behavior. We never want, everywhere we went this year, there was nothing but compliments, and that's a reflection of you, the parents. And it's been a real joy. But they spent the money on that. Of course, we got a blocking sled this year, or a chute that the lineman I know really enjoyed. And we chartered a bus trip. Funding's for the meals, and of course they replaced the senior jerseys that we give to the seniors at the end of the year. So, and then along with everything else that goes. But without that, it's the extra things that really make the program nice that they're able to furnish for us. And Mr. Shin, especially I'd like to thank you for president this year, taking your time serving you and the officers. At this time, I think we'll start with the underclassmen. If you look on the tables, there's I think there should be a team picture for the underclassmen. Make sure that you receive one of those. Those were put together by the moms, and you can see it took some time and really turned out nice. Also, I suspect there's a one of the free decorations for each one. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, at this time, we'll start with the freshmen. Peyton Archer will come forward. Zach Davis. Hi, Edie. Dylan Jones. Chris Kierkegaard. Adam Locke. And Adam Wright. Something that will carry on. This freshman class did an outstanding job. mentors. They're the ones that took the one of it out of practice every day, and hopefully this is a tradition that will carry on with freshmen. It's amazing, and I think some parents will even see this, the difference they made in our freshman program this year on the field and all because of experience that they gained being with the high school, working out with them. And it really worked out good for them, also for the high school. Sophomores, Kat Compton. Kyle Cunningham. Logan Ford. Bobby Jones. I believe these books were invented together by Miss Sheehan, is that correct? Really a nice book and default. So something they'll keep for a long time. Junior, Casey Clark. Justin McDaniel. Chad Pinkerton. Tanner All right, and at this time we'll present the senior plaques. Senior Scott Sheehan. Josh Victory. Josh Rankin. White Clifton. Corey Clifton. Chad Kirk. I'll tell you a story about that. This Morrison was taking her pictures and the individuals, and decided she was taking a group picture of the ones that were out there that had more than one, of course, Chris and Chad and Dad. And it was kind of a knockdown drag out getting them all three together. I think you finally ended up with a picture, didn't you? Where Randy stood up, they were on their knees and they both Bud Rumley. Bo Merritt. Greg Hall. Matt Richard.
Well, we've trained him well.
Travis Locke. What? Tony Brown. Earl Calvert. Earl here. Seniors, the group will truly miss. At this time, we'll present the all-district awards. All district, we have a meeting after the season's over with, and all the coaches vote on who makes the all-district team. All the coaches within the district, each head coach. All right, the first one would be all-district offensive back of the year, Scott Sheehan. Next one will be Matt Ruthart, all-district football. All-district football, Chad Kirkegaard. All-district, Rusty Humphrey. All-district, Greg Hall. All-district, Corey Clifton. All right, then we have all-district honorable mention, Bud Rumley. All-district honorable mention, Wyatt Clifton. All-district honorable mention, Josh Rankin. All-district honorable mention, Travis Locke. We were honored to receive some awards this year, and there will probably be some more awards coming up in the future, but I'd like to this time for all the offensive linemen to stand up, please. 2,500 yards of rushing this year. And of course, we had 457 yards of passing for a total of, it was right at 3,000 yards of total offense, which is amazing. And for Scott and Wyatt and Corey and Casey and all them to make the yards and all, those were the first men that had to make something happen. And it was an exciting year. A group of young men have been together for many years and worked hard and overachievers, and had a lot to do with our success. And it was some exciting times this year, some of the things that happened offensively, and it all had to start with those young men. Thank you. At this time, we have some awards that from within our system that we will present. It's always tough, especially when you have 14 seniors, to try to decide who deserves the awards, because every single one of this group were committed to this ball club, worked hard all the way through. And we did add a little something this year with the Players of the Week and all that, give them opportunity to have some awards and some highlights. But overall, it's tough. We've narrowed it down to a few here. The first one I'd like to present is the high school Offensive Player of the Year, is Wyatt Clifton. Wyatt worked hard all winter long and all spring. He probably spent more time out there dragging that tire up down the football field, track meets, running, trying to improve his speed and all. And he made a great commitment this year. After that first ball game, we made some changes. And he's just the type of kid that stepped up and played his role throughout the year. And he ended up rushing for, let's see where it's at here, 36 times for 276 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had 3 catches for 96 yards. His extra points, I don't have the exact count, but it's very seldom that he ever missed an extra point. Stepped up and kicked it through. And it was just that type of person all year long. Hard worker in the weight room, everything he did, and he played that role. Thank you, Wyatt. It was a joy to coach. Defensive Player of the Year, Corey Clifton. We laugh, and it's Coach Clifton to the team a lot, but he ended up with our second lead tackle. He had 102 tackles this year. Did a great job for us. He made some moves there late in the year that helped out the football team, and he's another one that I just can't say enough about their commitment to the team and playing their role. At this time, the MVP of the year, Scott Sheehan. Scott Sheehan had 139 carries for 1,095 yards, 16 catches for 181 yards. He had 693 return yards, kickoffs, and punt returns. 39 tackles on defense, 6 interceptions, and 32 touchdowns, TDs for the year. That's a tremendous year. And last, not least, is the Bulldog Award. Rusty Humphrey, please come forward. Rusty led us this year defensively with 111 tackles. Of course, most unselfish individual I believe I've ever coached. We always had 2 jerseys hanging in the locker, and if you'll ask him, he liked to have worn that 9. He was a fullback at heart, would love to carry the ball, but every time we got to the point where we knew we had to have a lineman. He was the first one to step up, crawl in there, and get after it. Never said a word about it at all. Played his heart out. It's that way in the weight room. It's that way all year long as a leader. Just a great individual. I'd like to take this time to make that final thank you for this group of parents and all. It's definitely been a joy this year. It's been fun. Hopefully it has been for you. We had a good year, had some overachievers, but I think the important part was that we all had fun. I don't think anyone here would say we didn't have fun. We went out and everything was fun, everything was a group effort. And I'd like to finish with something here that Vince McGuarty said. I firmly believe that any man's finest hour is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted on the field of battle. That is a lot to say to this group. Thank you.
Time to recognize these guys up here at the front table. I said, they don't look as good as the last few years. Usually somebody else sitting up here beside me. But I learned a lot this year being at the field early, staying late, and finding out what these guys do. They don't just stand out there on the sidelines and coach these guys for a couple hours on Friday night. I figured they had a whole field crew that did all the field and painted the field and did all that, but no, it's these guys. They stay late, they put in a lot of hours while we're at home, and it's all for our kids. And I know as a parent, I thank each and every one of you for the time you spend on my kids. I've heard comments throughout the year, and I know they care for each one of you boys. So, we have a real asset here in Minco to have this caliber of coaches that really care about the kids. So, with just a small token of our thanks for what you've done this year, hopefully. Coach Kate. Lozano. Coach Brooke. At this time, the senior boys have a special.
We had a great year. We had a lot of fun. Plenty of being with the coaches. Thank you so much to help us. We was ready for all the games and stuff.
Can't say enough about coaches. They're all just like their fathers to us.
Helping us out over the season, showing us what we're doing wrong.
out the film that was put together by the mommies, and the highlight film put together by the senior boys. Make sure that we're not going to clean anything up until it's finished, so everyone has the opportunity to go in there and make sure you go in there and enjoy it. It'll reflect on past things that you need to see. Thank you, and thank you.